guys, today I have a special video of an item that I have been waiting for quite a while to review. We have the new License to Ride NBT pants. Alright, so this is the first unboxing here. Getting to see what the pants look like. Ooh, man. Yeah, these are nice. So, I did hear that, these pants do kind of run a little bit tight. So, I decided to go with 36 by 32. So, I'm typically, usual jeans, I'm a 32 by 32. 32 waist, 32 length, 32-inch inseam. But I did see on some of the reviews that they do run kind of snug. So people were saying to get either, size up to a 34 or even a 36. I decided to size up to a 36 just because I want them to feel, loose and baggy on me. I don't want no skinny jeans. So especially when I'm riding, I want them to feel, free and loose. So yeah, if you can see, this is what it looks like. Very nice. And it also comes with these knee pads. These are going to be CE certified. I think there might be CE level 2. Let's see here. So knee pads. And then we also have hip pads. They all come together in this thing. Comes with a little booklet. It says NBT. So yeah. All right. Now that I've showed you the AA rated pants, License to Ride. I got these in gray, straight leg, AA, and comes with this. Now we're gonna see how they fit. Okay, so these are the pants. Overall, they feel good. So yeah, I think they're right. 36. If you normally wear 32, the 36 is gonna be very comfortable. It's kind of loose a little bit, but I like that. I don't want it to be too tight, especially when you're putting in pads here and here. So, and they might bend too when you're riding. All right, now this is them without the pads. I'm gonna show you them with the pads. Okay, so I got the hip protectors on right there. They're not that bulky, so I feel like they're pretty good. Again, this is kind of what they look like. And you just slide that here. They're supposed to get, firm through impact. So hip protectors are on. Now for the knee protectors, there is a little slit right here. So right there. Go with this one. That. Try shimmying that in there. Let's see how long this will take. Okay. Other side. Right here. Slide that bad boy in. There we go. I do like how discreet that is. And there you have it. All right, now let's hit the road. Okay. Initial thoughts on the riding pants, on the bike. So far, feels pretty good. Right away, I noticed they're comfortable, especially sitting on the seat. Sometimes pants can feel a little tight in the inseam area. I don't feel that with these on as I'm riding. Everything just feels comfortable. Like I said, I got the 36 waist, 32 length, because I wanted it to feel more comfortable for me. And yes, I will say, you know, that might have been a little overkill. I think if you don't want it to be baggy, you could always just size up one size. So if you're a 32, 34 is just fine. If you're a 30, going up to 32 for the waist. For the length, I felt like that's pretty accurate. I didn't need to go any longer. These kind of already ride a little long over my ankle, so that in that aspect, you know, they got it down there. So, but otherwise, I feel like pretty good. Yeah. They look great. They feel great. When I'm shifting, it doesn't feel like they're hindering my ability to shift. So, for example, right now I'm in third. I'm gonna shift to fourth. Nice and easy. No complaints there. Yeah. What would I rate these pants? Well, if I had to give it a rating from 0 to 10, based off the comfort level, based off the fit, based off the overall styling, I would say these are a solid 9 out of 10. Just with all the factors and everything. Again, I haven't worn them in the rain. I'm not gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because I haven't worn them in the rain. I haven't worn them other than riding and for this review. But initial thoughts, I mean, it's pretty high. It's comfortable. I like them. No complaints here with comfort, style, and fit. They get the job done. So, yeah. Overall impressions of the NBT License to Ride pants, the new ones that just dropped. Very comfortable. Are they worth the $245? Are any riding pants really worth that much? Let's be honest. You could buy, you know, gear that you can put underneath
for cheaper. However, is it going to feel just as nice? No. It might not. So just think about those things first before you spend your money on riding gear. Are you going to wear it all the time? You know, can you justify spending that much on riding gear? Because riding gear is expensive. You know, I will say for the price, for the fit, you wear it enough times. If you're going to be wearing this every time you ride, I think it's worth it. You know, if you're only getting it and you maybe just going to wear a couple times for long runs, there's probably cheaper options out there. But if you're, you know, if these are your go-to riding pants, riding gear that you're going to be wearing, then yeah, why not? These are nice. So yeah. So far, you know, they feel good. They feel great. No complaints here. I will say though, the comments that I did read were a little overkill. I probably could have only just went up one size. So again, if you are worried about sizing and fit, just go up just one size for the waist if you don't want it to be baggy. If you do want it to be baggy, then yeah, go up 2 sizes. If you're a 32 waist, usually the 36 will fit great, especially if you know, have bigger thighs, you're more of an athletic build, it might be a lot more comfortable for you. I'm more of an athletic build, so my quads are chunky, they're huge. So, but other than that, you know, I think these are good for the price, for what you get. So overall, buy them. I like them. NBT riding gear. These are the first time that this is the first time that I have bought any gear from them. These are the first pants I've ever bought from them. First, you know, anything. And I'm not getting paid for this review. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. So this is authentic, true reporting from your average rider, you know. There are some newer brands coming out. There's one called Botex, I think. It's more of a fitted riding gear, so comes with like elastic or, you know, kind of the compression gear, but it has the padding on the knees and the elbows and the back, the vital areas, you know, chest, etc. So if you're more into using those types of items for riding and, you know, riding gear versus like a traditional jacket or traditional like pants, then the Botex might be the better fit for you, or just, you know, different things you can find online, different things you can find on Amazon. The one that I have been using has been the Amazon ones that I've bought, you know, online. So overall thoughts, do I think these are worth the money? Do I think these pants are worth buying, spending $250 plus on? So far, yeah. So overall thoughts, do I think these pants are worth buying? I do. If you like these pants, if you like the colorway, if you like the look of these ones, definitely I would recommend getting them. When we look at things as such as fit, usability, durability, how they look when you're riding, how they feel when you're riding, I think it scored well on all of those.
aspects, and I do look forward to using these a lot more this summer, this riding season. And if you have any questions, leave some comments down. Hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll also put the link in the description. And we'll see you on the next ride.